Hey guys, Coach Lou. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Why am I smiling? You might be, oh, everybody's, frowny faced and upset and everything lately. And no, nobody got to me and injected me with a happy pill. There's nobody over there with a gun to my head going, say good stuff, coach, or else. Um, the reality is, why am I smiling? Because we had some epiphany last night. We kind of all melted down in our household, and we're starting to argue and over do we have enough toilet paper and this, that, and the other. And I was like, wow, what's the real deal here? I was like, oh my God, I got to admit, I'm scared. I'm leader coach. Bregs bust through everything. No matter what, we got a way around it. Bam, bam, bam. And Jen really brought it out of me to, what was the real deal? And it was, I'm kind of scared because of the uncertainty and all this and that. And, let's take a backup plan here and talk about this. I want to do a check-in. I want to know everybody's okay. I want to know everybody's feeling good. Guys, keep in mind that, yeah, we're dealing with a virus, but we're dealing with a lot of unrest. Everybody wants to prove their point. Who's right? Who's right? Stay in. You must stay in. I will force you to stay in because I want to. No, I'm forcing you. I want to go out. You must go out too. No, you know what? There's two sides. There's those folks that choose to stay in, some of them for really good reason because they're, immune compromised and that. And, a good chance they probably should anyway, virus or no virus or flu or H1N1 or COVID or herpes or, whatever the case is. If somebody's immune compromised, they do have to live differently than the rest of us. And my heart goes out to you. And then there's the people that are like, everybody should be out. Nothing should change. Well, here's what I think should change. Clean your stuff up. Clean your places of business up. Super big time. All right. Let's stop the spread of a lot of crap at this time of year. Every year, and I'm not the big germ theorist, but you got to have the bacteria, the germ present along with a polluted body. And that brings me to the second side of everything is, if you take care of this and you take care of this, as in not stressing and freaking out and focusing 24 hours a day on the screen. Oh my God, somebody posted a photoshopped picture of a beach full of people. They're all going to die. Oh, that one picture that was circulating is absolute bullshit because I, showed a picture. We were at, the busiest beaches in Florida last Sunday. There weren't that many people. And we weren't just hanging out, drinking beer and partying and all that stuff. And, we went for a walk. We wanted to get out of town for a day, take a day to recoup and reboot. But the beaches weren't one on top of the other. And, you got the people screaming to close the beach over a picture somebody posted that obviously wasn't taken on the beach because the angle would have had to have been here. Some of the physics of some of this stuff and some of the recordings you're seeing in this, it's BBC News reporting. And now it's somebody who has the same software most of us have for our video production and said it's BBC News and threw it on YouTube and stuff like that. Let's take a step back and go, what's really going on? How are we going to deal with it? And how do we already start the economic turnaround? How do we start our emotional turnaround? This has been traumatic. If it's gotten to me to the point where I was getting snappy and worrying about how much toilet paper, guys, I am always the one that says we're always going to find a way. There is always a way. And what meaning it has to you is the meaning that it has to you, not to, follow blindly in that. I don't even want you to follow what I say blindly because you know what? We're in some times of uncertainty. I'd be lying to you to say, I'm certain it's going to come out exactly like this. What I am saying is it's time to already start to reboot where the damage has been done. Yes, lives were lost to that disease. Yes, lives are lost to many diseases and accidents and violence and everything else over the past few weeks. And, I lost a dear friend over the past few weeks to the COVID. And, nobody's kind of going, hey, what about that guy? What about this family that lost a loved one? What about this person that was killed by a drunk driver? That's all under the carpet. There's been only one focus. So what I'm asking everybody to do is, number one, If you're on one side or the other, you believe that don't go out. Okay, don't come over here and go bam, bam, bam. Don't go out. Tell that person that's going out, say, hey, you know what? Respect me. I might be immune compromised or older. Please don't go out to a big concert or bar and then come over and visit me at the nursing home. Use some common sense. Um, our finances, guys, everybody's shutting the doors. Um, you know, oh my God, the restaurant in our plaza, you know, initially put down a little thing that they closed down for a couple of days because of the C virus. And I see them last night, and they're toting all their stuff out the back door. They're bolting on the landlord. And everybody's like, yeah, the landlord, screw them. Rah, rah, rah. They have no mercy. Screw them. They're the same as you and I. I mean, some of them are big corporations and syndicates that aren't going to miss a beat. But a lot of landlords, the people you pay your rents to, are people just like you and me who have families. Everybody's like, well, I'm not going to pay rent if I don't have a lot of business. There again, it's a me or you instead of an us. If you're having trouble paying your rent, you've lost your job for now, or you're laid off, and that's legit. I get it. You might be going, hey, I got to feed my kid a little bit more before they're paying the rent. Okay, so how about some compromise? How about people, instead of going, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to move out in the middle of the night. People, treat your landlords, commercial or personal, or your banks, the way you'd want to be treated. Make that phone call. Say, hey, you know what? I'm having a tough one. I really am having a tough day. So what can we do to work this out? Can we pay a reduced rate for a month till we get on our feet, rather than saying, I'm going to sit here and pay nothing? That's a dirtbag way of doing things, to just, run, put your head in the sand and act like your actions aren't hurting somebody else. Work it out, people. It's not us against them in this country. We're Americans. We're one country. Unite your asses back. Yeah, we're never going to agree on every single thing. We're not going to become drones. We're not going to go socialist and wait for somebody to tell us when we can wipe our asses and what job we're going to do and pay 78% in taxes and all that. We're not going to stand for that. But respect the other person that says, hey, you know what? I'm not comfortable with going out. I need to stay in, and vice versa. That person who's not comfortable with going out, don't sit there and swear at people and scream at them because they're out and out and about. Get together and go, how can we make this the safest environment for everybody? And that is by keeping things clean, not hoarding. Come on, people. If you shit that much that you need a bedroom full of toilet paper for a month, you better go see your doctor, and you better start eating something different. Okay, let's face it. You don't need to stockpile 800 rolls of toilet paper. Don't be greedy. Same thing with food and stuff like that. A little extra, yeah, you'd be senseless not to have some extra food in any given time, especially here in Florida. I mean, a hurricane can come and slam the shit out of us. You want to be prepared for this stuff, but not to where it's psychosis and psychotic behavior and people fighting and punching each other over a roll of toilet paper. That's going to bring martial law, guys. And once that happens, we're screwed, because you're not going to see life as you like it right now. And those people that go, oh, I want socialism, I want free healthcare, I want this, that, and the other, is the same person that's not going to want to be told to go to a doctor that they don't meld with, and the doctor's going to tell them, you have to do it this way, and they're going, no, it's my body, I want to make a decision. No, you can't make the decision. No, the government healthcare says I make the decision. Oh, then that person's going to be going, well, hang on a minute. I used to have options. And I'm ranting, but I'm not mad. I was mad last week because I'm still putting the offer out to please bring me a panel of people who have had this COVID, and a panel of people that have treated it in our country with real proof of who they are. And let's do, an 8 to 10 person panel discussion that's open to the public of what is the reality. I'm still waiting for that. And I hear chirp, 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 chirp. I still got a lot of crickets, guys. And that makes me say even more, stop panicking, stop fighting amongst us. We are going to get through this, no matter how bad or how much of a hoax you believe it is. And I don't believe it's a total hoax, and I don't believe it's a pandemic. I believe it's an illness that could be bad for some, not so bad for others, and we should be operating our personal lives according to our feelings on that, not be forced to do XYZ in knee jerk reactions, and also not to act like nothing's wrong. Get your facts, make your informed decisions, and carry on. Support your local businesses. I'm going to say this 150 times a week to you. Support your local businesses. Maybe your local restaurant isn't going to let you come and sit down and drink beer for 8 hours straight, but they have takeout. Support them. They have supported you by not closing. If you close everything down, guys, there is no opportunity for families to feed themselves. You will have more pandemonium when a father looks at his child who's starving to death and finds no other way to do it but to break in somewhere or to rob that food or water or something from somebody else. If you lock this country down and you keep it locked down, that's what you're going to get. So keep it going at a pace that's doable, in a fashion that's safe. Yeah, you might want to be, you might not want to go to a rave and be slobbering all over each other after doing ecstasy. Probably not a good idea right now. That's probably not a good idea at all. But hey, to each their own. But to lock yourselves in your homes and have military tanks in the streets and police not allowing you to travel and everything else is not the answer. That is the end. That happens, that is the end. Take that as a very straight one thing I am sure of. So I want to take a quick trip down memory lane with you, and then I'm going to sign off for the day because I'm going to go running, and we have an auction tonight. And yes, we've taken mega precautions. If you guys are watching and wondering about that, yes, we have sanitized with the ozone and UV. That's powerful stuff, guys. It's hospital grade. We're not talking a couple squirts of Lysol and we're all good. We take this seriously. We use this stuff anyway. We use this equipment anyway, not as often as we have lately, just for extra precaution, but we use it anyway for your safety. We take that seriously. But we also know on the gym side where I'm sitting right now that how you take care of your body is going to really, really determine how you are going to handle this. We have seen some video and some news things of people with coronavirus said it's just a mild cold. They're pretty healthy. And then we've seen body bags, from world news. And if you open that body bag, it's probably somebody who was sick, frail, and suffering from something else anyway, or very elderly, or whatever the case is. So you've got to realize the flu kills even healthy people each year and compromised people. You just got to understand that, this bug is not going to come hunt each and every one of us down and, we're going to have death in the streets and everything else that would have happened already. So, we're doing the best we can. Let's keep doing what we're doing because obviously we've contained the spread. And that is not by doing kudos, New York, Illinois, and whoever in Washington and California who shut everything down and locked people in their homes. No, I don't think we're in California. Let me ask you a question here, Governor. And yeah, I'm going to be a bit of an asshole right now. What are you doing with all your homeless and your illegals that you're not allowing ICE to deport? And, all these people that don't have homes. Where are they? Where are you locking them down? Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I'm being a bit of a dick on that one and I apologize, but that's not the solution. The solution is, limiting exposure by being sensible and not crushing your economy and not putting people in desperate situations where you're going to see a lot worse than a virus if people start running out of food, water, and apparently toilet paper. Although obviously you could cut up clothing or whatever, take a damn shower. But my point to this is, once again, let's go back to 2008. I got a little disrupted on this video. My point to it was to bring school of thought. 2008, real estate crash, market crash, boom, boom, boom. Some people say it was 2006, 7, 8, whatever. I felt my effects worse in 2008. People got absolutely successful that anticipated that it would end. And while everybody was selling and dumping and losing, People were buying. People were doing the sensible thing. They were going, okay, everything's at an all-time low. The economy's bad. Start buying. Start creating. Open a business now. And you're going, you're crazy. Why would I open a business in times of uncertainty? Because this is the time where commercial landlords, all kinds of services, people are going to be eager to do business big time, eager for inventory when this is all over. Buy up that stuff. If you're in the resale market, buy up as much inventory as you can pack into whatever your storage will hold, your storage, your warehouse, your store, your home, your garage, your back bedroom, wherever the heck it is, fill it up with inventory. Because when we get to the other side of this and realize that we didn't all die, people are going to need stuff big time. People are going to want to buy, sell stuff, keep moving. And people still do. Keep it going, keep it sensible. But think about the people who committed suicide during that crash because they saw no way out. And if you don't think you'll see a spike in suicides if we don't turn this mentality around, people are going to start to go broke and feel useless. They're going to feel like they can't take care of their families. They're going to feel like they've lost everything they've worked for. And the people who are less mentally stable, you'll see a spike in suicides. That's not fair, And you might say, well, if they're stupid enough to do that, but that's what hard times brings. So let's turn that around and go, you know what? Let's get this curve already. It's like a big ship. We're turned so far this way right now. You can spin that wheel, and it feels like nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden you change course. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to have to do things a little differently over the next coming few weeks, maybe. But, I plead with our government officials in our state and the surrounding states, don't do the knee-jerk thing that's going to crush everybody. Do the things that we can to make it safer, sounder, and let's know what we're really dealing with before we go curfews, shutdowns, this, that, and the other. Let's look and go, what is the truth? What is our risk level? And how can we reduce the risk? But guess what? People are still going to die of heart attacks. People are still going to catch flus. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you over the next few weeks, more people will have the common cold and flus than ever because they're sitting home eating Oreos because they're working from home. They're stressed out because they're sitting here watching the social media and the TV and the news obsessively. That's all they've been talking about is coronavirus, crash, socialism, blah, blah, blah. Go in, stay out, fuck you, screw this. Excuse my language, guys, but everybody's battling it out with just the nastiness instead of going, hey, let's all work on a solution. We don't have to agree what it is, but how do we work on the solution and go, how do we keep our economy alive, keep the public safe? I agree. I'm not saying be reckless, but look back to 2008. Right now is your perfect opportunity. Even if you don't have a lot, invest into something. If we keep letting the stock market fall, there will be no stock market. There will be no companies. You'll all work for the United Soviet Socialist nation. Okay, we don't want that. We want to be the United States of America, free to choose for ourselves, free to make a living, free to get up and go to work and live our dreams and raise our kids the way we want, choose what schools we go to. Don't lose that. Okay, so I'm not saying that, that's happening, but the door is wide open for a socialist scenario to come in, or to military interventions and everything else. And don't be an idiot. Don't be out looting stores. Don't be out, fighting with people in the stores and having the police called left, right, and center, because that's just an excuse to go that direction. Watch out for your neighbors. You got an elderly neighbor that shouldn't be out at the stores, pick them up a little something. Doesn't, if it costs you $5 or $10, that could feed your neighbor for 3 or 4 or 5 days, in need. So, do it. But let's start pulling that ship wheel back under control. It's not all going to just end with me doing one broadcast to you and we go, bye, yeah, Pollyanna, yeah, it's all good. I wish. But we can start tugging that wheel back and go, you know what? All right, I'm not going to fight with that person that wants to start with me over something. I'm going to meet in common ground in between. There's 10 rolls of toilet paper left. and there's, 11 people there, and let's agree, or 11 packs, it's 10 packs of toilet paper, it's 11 people. Let's agree that, okay, we buy those 10 packs, and that 11th person that didn't get any, hey, two or three of those people reach in and give them a roll. How would that make people start to feel about each other? Give them a roll and say, hey, sorry you missed this wave of toilet paper, but here's a couple rolls to get you by. It's probably not going to make a difference because you're going to end up with toilet paper. You're not going to be years and months without it. But what if we did that instead of, shoving and pushing people on the ground over toilet paper, and did it that way? And you said, oh, that person then goes, you know what? When I get a little extra something, or if there's somebody in need, my next door neighbor, needs a ride to the store because she doesn't have a car and she's 90, or, maybe I'll pick her up a couple of things. Next thing you know, everybody chills out and stops fighting and thinking it's us against you and you against me. And we go, all right, face this together. Don't have to agree on everything. I don't agree with a lot of the statements being made. I don't agree with some knee-jerk reactions people are having. But I also don't agree with it being a total joke either, because it's not a total joke. Whether this virus is worse than we think, and that's being not disclosed, which I doubt because of the lack of ability to find somebody who actually has it. But the other side is, I also don't believe that, we should be totally reckless and just go, screw it. Nothing's wrong. Use some common sense, use some common decency. And this is where we're at with this, guys. I'm no longer angry. I was very angry the other day, and I was like, that's not good for my health. Do I want to drop dead of some anger related heart attack, or, something like that, or, age 20 years in the next 2 months? No. Do I want to walk around and go, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong? Hell no. Our economy's in trouble. Our country's in trouble. We have a health issue that we need to make sure, but that's not the only health issue. By the way, here's my commitment to you. And if you're still on here, we do have a health crisis overall. Our eating habits, smoking, excess drinking, just eating stuff that is horrible for you, chemicals, blah, 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 blah. All right, so we're getting to the other side of this, and I want to truly roll out heels. It's gotten a little messed up, our healthy eating lifestyle seminar. It's gotten a little messed up over the past few weeks because there's been a lot of turmoil. But I really want to roll that out because it's something that makes sense for everybody to just step up and take care of your body, but in a way that you enjoy the way you're eating, but it's good for you. It's good for your body, really good for you. Next, it says all natural. The proper exercise, the stress relief, the rest, the hydration, all the things that go into making our bodies operate great, so that you don't have to worry if you say, hey, you know what, I want a beer, have a beer. You're so clean otherwise, and your body's operating great, that that's not going to take you down. Where, when you're so overloaded with toxins and you're so stressed and so tired, you have a beer, next thing you know, you got the flu or a cold. See, that's what we want to get away from. We're not, I'm not the strict, Sig Heil trainer here that's going to tell you, you must never drink, or you must never do this, or you must never, oh my God, don't ever have a hamburger. Okay, maybe you want a hamburger once in a while. But if you're clean otherwise, and you're fit and you're moving, or don't ever sit on the couch and watch TV. No, it's okay once in a while. Sometimes it's fun, but not 8 hours a day. So this is my point. This is my commitment to you as we roll, and this is my way of starting to tug this wheel back with you guys and get this ship back on board. I really want to go after that sensible, real way to get your life and your health in balance, so that you can thrive and you can live like a normal human being and you can enjoy it. And that's the best part of it. We got to go back to enjoying life. That's why I'm smiling today, because guess what? I'm going for a run. When I sign off of here, I'm going for a run. When I get back, I'm going to have a smoothie and a healthy lunch, not a smoothie with ice cream in it. I'm talking natural, organic, yummy, that I crave smoothie from Clean Juice. By the way, if you have a Clean Juice in your neighborhood, they are open. They're still serving in takeout capacity. Their smoothies and their juices are really top notch and the best. So nourish that body. There are ways to do it. You don't have to live on potato chips because the store is running out of food. So Let's take the stress off a little bit. Let's not get stupid and go Pollyanna pie in the sky. Everything's okay. I'm not asking for that. But we need to start, each of us, tugging on that wheel. The more pressure we put on that ship's wheel to come back to the static, the normal, the norm, and even better than the norm, the least it's going to turn. Right now, it is turning so far to the wrong direction, it's not even funny. We got to put some pressure back, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But if we do it together, guys, we can get our shit together, get our country together, get out of these lockdown environments, start functioning again, and work it out. If you've got somebody or something you're doing business with, and you're in a financial pinch because of the way things are, or you're laid off of your job, get together with the people you need to and go, hey, work it out. I can tell you, I guarantee you, if you're renting somewhere, your landlord, or if you own your home, your bank would rather get half this month than zero. You might have to pay it back later. Yeah, you're still living there. You're still taking advantage of it. You're still driving your car. One indicator, and I'm going to sign off after this, that things are leveling a little bit. Look at your gas prices. We had major drops. They've leveled. They haven't changed in days. And the fuel oil is oftentimes a very big indicator of what's going on in the economy. So step up, guys. Let's bind together a little bit on this. You don't have to respect or believe everything I say, but respect that it's my right to say it. It's my right to operate our business the way we want. It's my right to say what goes in my body or how I take care of my body. And it is your right to stay in if you want to lock yourself down. It's even your right to sit there and drink beer and potato chips and get fat during the process. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not going to tell you can't. I'm not going to come confiscate it from your house. Okay. So don't come confiscate my health food and my gym from me. No, and I know that's being ridiculous, but I'm just saying, let's do that. Let's respect each other's decisions on how we're going to operate through this, but stop pushing it down each other's throats and arguing. And you spend more time stressing out on Facebook, going fighting with people, writing these long posts. And I've been guilty of it a few times lately. Not pointing any fingers, but what has it accomplished? Nothing. What has it accomplished fighting with your spouse? Nothing. What does it accomplish fighting with your kids or getting mad at each other? Nothing. Stop the fight and only fight one thing. Fight the spread of any disease and all diseases, and fight the things that are really coming at us in our world, and band together, respect each other's opinions, and respect each other's freedoms. God bless you. Live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. Coach Lou signing off and going for a run.